Dragon Tilin. Once there was a kind man named Tilin who lived in a quiet town. One afternoon, he accidentally stepped on the shadow of an evil witch named Vexra. Vexra was very grumpy and didn't like people touching her shadow. She pointed a gnarled finger at him and whispered a dark, bubbling curse that smelled like old socks and lightning. Poof! With a roar that rattled every teacup in the kitchen, Tilin wasn't a man anymore. He grew scales as green as emeralds, claws as sharp as forks, and a tail that kept knocking over the lamps. He had been turned into a massive dragon. Tilin soon discovered he wasn't just any dragon. He was an elemental master. When he sighed, a cool breeze filled the room. When he stomped, the floorboards shook like an earthquake. He could juggle balls of water, sneeze tiny embers of fire, and even swirl dark purple magic between his horns. Tilin was worried. He didn't want to scare the townspeople, and he definitely didn't want his wild magic to accidentally hurt anyone. So he decided to stay inside his house. It was a very tight fit. He had to tuck his wings under the rug and use a chimney like a giant straw just to breathe fresh air. Outside, the town was very strange. A giant, shimmering magic shield covered all the houses like a glowing glass bowl. This shield kept the town safe from monsters, but it also kept Tilin's dragon roars a secret. A brave girl named Nura stood near the shield, looking at Tilin's shaking house. Nura was Tilin's neighbor, and she was very clever. She noticed that Tilin's garden was growing giant tomatoes, and the wind only whistled around his windows. She walked up to his front door and knocked loudly. "Tilin, are you in there? You missed the town pancake breakfast." From inside, Tilin let out a worried roar, but it sounded more like a giant, scaly hiccup. "Go away, Nura," he rumbled. "I'm a dragon now, and my magic might hit the shield and hurt the town." Nura didn't run away. She just leaned against the door and smiled. "I'm not scared of a dragon who likes pancakes," she said. Suddenly, the curse began to itch and twitch. Tilin felt a strange tingle in his scales. The air around him began to swirl with gold and purple light. He started to shrink. He got smaller and smaller, losing his wings and his claws until he was exactly the size of a regular human again. Tilin opened the door and stepped out into the sunlight. Nura cheered. He looked just like his old self, but when he snapped his fingers, a tiny spark of fire danced on his thumb. "The curse is broken." Tilin laughed. "Well, mostly broken. I think I kept the best parts." But Tilin had one more secret. Every evening when the sun went down, he would turn back into the mighty dragon. He didn't hide anymore, though. With Nura's help, he became the town's secret guardian, using his 5 elements to keep the magic shield strong and the town safe all through the night.